Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Unfortunately, this is not my 2017 favorites, which that will be my next video. I'm really trying to whip myself into shape, get at least one video up a week for you guys. I am trying to work out a more set schedule because since I work retail, my schedule is sort of all over the place. You guys know the drill with that. But anyway, I hope you had a great New Year. I read it in with one of my best friends, Nicole. We had a good time. Drank a little bit, had some champagne. It was a good time. Anyways, I wanted to ease myself back into filming because it's been a little while. I do apologize about that. But I want to start a series because now more than ever, I'm really into vintage clothing, and I've always loved vintage clothing, but now I'm more, I don't want to say like financially inclined. I mean, that's slightly the case. Not really. Mama's not rolling on it at all. But I'm willing to put in the money to develop a wardrobe that I really truly love, full of pieces that are older, because that's what makes me happy. And that's what I'm really into, specifically like the 1920s and the 1930s at the moment. But I'm not very skinny, so it's harder to find pieces that work for me. Anyway, the series is going to be about building my vintage wardrobe, sharing with you guys not only clothing but accessories and things like that, because you know I'm a jewelry girl through and through. I like hats as well, but I'm just going antiquing more, searching some places online. Maybe when some time passes and you guys really like the pieces, I could do a video sharing some of my favorite Instagram sellers. Anyway, let's just get right into it. This is relatively collective at this point, and let's just start with what I have on me right now. Hat. Probably the most exciting piece, the one that I'm definitely the most excited for. This is an eBay find. There is an eBay seller under the name Strange Desires that I am just in love with. She posts a lot of teaser pictures on Instagram, which is also just Strange Desires. I'll link her down below. But I never know when she's posting them, and that's smart of her because I'm always on her eBay refreshing, trying to find some great stuff. But this hat I actually got on a best offer, so I got it at a really good deal other than what it was listed at. She offers that feature for all of the products she carries, and this is a 1920s hat. I love it. Clearly fur lined. It's not completely fur lined, so I can actually get away with it. It's not super insulated in the head or anything like that, so I'm not like dying in this Florida heat. It is velvet. It's a beautiful peach color. Fur lined, like I said, silk on the inside. I'm not sure if this is real fur or not. Being from the 1920s, I'm almost positive that it is. However, I'm fine with buying fur as long as it is vintage. I would never buy it new, never in my life. Anyway, silk lined, is in pretty good condition, is missing a little bit of velvet around the rim here. Very, very minor, not even noticeable because it's still peach where the velvet is gone. And then a little bit of wear on the inner silk lining, but I'm in love with it. It has these little dangling things. I look like a kook out here in Florida, but I am loving every minute of it. And now we're back to normal. So yeah, I really like this hat a lot, and I'm so happy I got it at a good deal, and I've worn it a bunch of times. Then let's move on to the earrings. The earrings I'm wearing today, these are not vintage, I don't think, but I did pick them up at the flea market, so I wanted to share them with you guys. They're Mary DeMarco or something DeMarco. Let me take one off and I will tell you exactly what it is. Yeah, Mary DeMarco, and I don't believe that this, I think she still makes jewelry. This appears to be an older piece to my understanding. They just have like little cupids and like bows and arrow. They make a nice jingling noise, which you know that I love, and I got them for like 10 bucks, and her stuff retails for way more than that, so that was a great find. Rings, one of them is new. This one is an older one from Antiques and More, which is the antique store that I used to work at. Highly recommend checking them out. They have an eBay shop, and if you live in the South Florida area, you can check them out in Coral Springs. Anyway, then I got this little sterling silver ring from this place called the Fine Lion that I really love, and it just has a little pink stone. It's sterling silver. No big deal. Picked it up for about 20 bucks or so. I just was attracted to it. It's in a really small size, so that's harder for me to find. And finally, I got this shirt. Again, I'm not sure exactly when this shirt is from. However, it doesn't have a label and is made from real silk, which leads me to believe that it is an older piece, at least older styled. The buttons are plastic, I believe, or just mother of pearl. And they are gorgeous. I really like the buttons. It has the asymmetric hemline. Goes up like a, sort of like a Chinese style shirt or something like that. But I wear it open. You can fold the collar down. It is gorgeous seafoam green color and just a really nice quality silk. I'm in love with this shirt. I really like wearing it with the peach. So that is all that is on me. I'm going to share with you guys my one other item of clothing that I wore in my last video, so some of you will be familiar with it. I got this cobalt blue 1960s, 1970s caftan. Gonna be hard to show you guys. I will try and put in a cutaway. These amazing sort of like bell fluttery sleeves. It is a more short sleeved option. Little bit of a v-neck, floor length. I love this dress, like to the moon and back. I think it is amazing. The seller gave me a really good deal on this piece as well. I sort of had to have it. I'm channeling my inner Joan Crawford, if you guys know what I mean. So I'm really, really into that piece a lot. And I have a bag full of stuff here, but I'm going to quickly go through these two chain belts. This one I picked up at the flea market as well. This one just has like Indians on it. I thought it was just kind of cool. Nothing special, not the best quality, but a cool piece. I love a good chain belt to sort of nip in anything at the waist. And then I did also get this other chain belt. This one's from a thrift store. It appears to be a little bit better made. It is like a concho belt, a little concho belt chain belt, which I really think is cool, makes some noise, and it's silver, so it's nice to have some options, and then has like this suede sort of keeping it together. That was about $6. The Native American one was about $10. Now let's get into this bag. So there is this area near me where it has 3 different antique stores, and that is where I picked all of this stuff up. And then I have some gifts that I got from my bosses who deal antiques for a living, so I got some really cool pieces from them. Anyways, first up is this hat. I got this little velvet beret. I'm sure this is like, I don't know, 1950s, maybe something like that. I don't think it's too old because the inside isn't silk or anything like that. But it's really pretty, fits my head well. I have a hard time finding hats that fit my head, actually, so they just go out on a limb and try. But I'm really, really into this. I love that it's blue velvet. I think it'll add some nice texture and color to an outfit. Then I got, oh, this one I actually got a while ago, and I did feature this on my Instagram. I got this from another Instagram seller, Shop Sugar Violet. I'll link her down below as well. This is a real 1920s beaded flapper necklace, and I am just in love with it. This is a pretty fair price as well because these go for quite a bit of money. Has some different stones here. It's more like a brownish, like a reddish brown color that I love. It looks great with just about anything. I'm really, really into that piece. Then I got a book. This I was really excited about. This is a vintage clothing book. It's all the way from 1880 to 1960. That's mostly the time period that I am into. Realistically, it's like, I like 1900s to 1930s the most, but I'm excited to learn a little bit more about it. It is more of like an in-depth book. It's not as much of a, has a lot of photo references, but also a lot of words, which I really enjoy, and I'm so excited to dig into this and just learn more about it. I just want to become more familiar with identifying different pieces, what's reproduction, what's not, what's good quality, what's not, because more than anything, I want a good quality wardrobe. This is by Marianne Dolan, and she apparently like teaches and takes classes over antiques and collectibles and things like that. So I'm really excited to read that guy. Then I got a pair of earrings, of course. I can't go anywhere without getting myself a pair of earrings. These were again like $10. I don't know how old these are. I don't think they're too old. Definitely older. I can tell by the way that they are constructed. But they are these green grapes. Like, come on, how just freaking adorable is that? Like, I love them. I think they're so cool. Slightly patinaed, but I don't mind that at all. They're dangly. These are more of like a summer earring. That's sort of what I equate them to, but in Florida, it's summer year round. So those are really cool. Just like little plastic beads, what have you. Then I got from one of my favorite thrift stores, the Fine Lion. This is a piece that I saw there a long time ago and it still hasn't sold. Got it at a reasonable price as well. This is a Victorian, it says rouge pot, but it has powder in it. So I think it's just for a powder, and it is made from enamel. And I don't know quite what that motif is, but I'm really, really into it. It looks like somebody's sort of doing a wicked little dance that I'm kind of into. Pink enamel, that's immediately what drew me to it. What appears to be like brass or something like that. And then you open it up and you have this little mirror that is so dirty. I can clean it and it would still definitely work. And it has a little powder puff. And look at that powder in there, white as snow, because you know all about the Victorians. They wanted Very, very, very fair skin with just a bit of rouge. You can tell how old that is. I really like it. I'm sort of into collecting like old makeup pieces, obviously not to use. That probably has like shit I can't swallow in it. Probably not even bad to take it out, but I'm going to. I love it. I think it is a really, really cool piece that I snagged there. And the final thing I got is these little hoops. I think someone put them on the wrong way, like, but I can open them up. They're little hoops that, like, I think they're Disney earrings, yeah, that have like the puppy on it, like 101 Dalmatians. I just thought they were so cute. I couldn't leave them there, and they were really, really cheap, like 10 bucks or something like that. So I got those, and then finally from the Fine Line, I got this little moon necklace. This is sterling silver. Absolutely gorgeous, just like dangles, has some rhinestones, decent length, not too short, not too long. I just thought it was really sweet and very wearable. I don't know, I'm like all over the place as far as necklaces goes. I'm trying to figure out what it is that I like. And then one thing that I picked up from a seller that I also love on Instagram, see, I don't even need to make the video, I'm talking about so many of them, from WideAwakeVintage, and this is really cool because it comes in the original packaging. This is from the 1930s. Just like that. It has like a little stamp on the back. This cute little box. And it's not in the box. I took it out. But this is a lingerie chain. And it's called the Perfumette lingerie chain. You can see how it's meant to be worn right there. That is the original packaging it comes in. Again, 1930s. It says Perfumette lingerie chain. Holds lingerie straps on shoulders so they do not slip off. Guaranteed superior quality that will not tarnish or discolor the skin. So these aren't marked sterling. I don't know exactly what it is made from, but I think this is the coolest thing ever. And I'm gonna sort of have to show you because it's not really a thing that I could just talk about. But anyway, I like this as for like a jewelry addition. Each end snaps to a strap, and then towards the center of your shirt, you could see in what she's wearing there. Keeps your straps from falling off, which is kind of cool because it's very, very functional. I'm sure it was more functional back then when they maybe didn't have adjustable straps like we do now. But like I said, I would just attach this to a tank top to add like a little bit of a jewelry detail. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's so sweet. I love that it's from the 1930s. And again, I will have a cutaway so you guys can sort of see what I am talking about. One of my favorite pieces here. And then finally, I got spoiled rotten by my bosses for the holiday. They got me some really cool Victorian things from a house call, which is amazing. Let's start with my favorite piece. My favorite piece is this ring, and this is an abalone ring, which is a shell that has like multicolors. It's from the Victorian era. It's from a woman whose mother lived to be 103 years old, and she was about in her 70s, the woman who they purchased it from. Sterling silver, really nice details around the band here, very small size. In fact, it fits better on my other hand than it does here, but my fingers, like, they shrink and they swell. It's a size 4. Fits better on this finger for whatever reason. But I am I'll keep that on because it's not coming off right now. I am in love with that ring. One of my favorites in my collection. Really great condition, really interesting shell because usually they're sort of filed down to be smooth, but this has the angle, like it's made of like just like a full shell, which is so cool. Then I got these 3 brooches, again, all from the Victorian era, all sterling silver. This one could use a little bit of a cleaning, but we have like a mother of pearl one, a rhinestone bar pin, and then this really interesting center one. I love the way that these stones are set in there. You could tell that it's an older piece. I love that these are worn by somebody's grandma who she was really, really tight with. Finally, I got this locket. This locket is from the 1800s. It's also a Victorian piece. It's absolutely stunning. And it's a locket. So I'm going to try to open it for you guys. It takes me a minute sometimes. There we go. So inside, a very popular thing with Victorians, I don't know if you guys are familiar, is mourning jewelry. Maybe I'll have a link down below so you can learn a little bit more about it. Basically, it became popularized to sort of memorialize your loved ones after Queen Victoria. And inside is actually a picture of the woman that they bought it from when she was younger. She must have been really, really tight with her grandma. And then there's also her grandmother's hair, which if you guys know, I don't think it's weird because hair is dead already. So if you cut it off your head, it's the same as it would be if you were continued to be living today. And it's just a really special way to memorialize your loved ones. The hair here isn't like done up nicely. It's sort of bald in there, so it's not like my favorite. They do like the most ornate, amazing morning jewelry. If I could afford it, I would most definitely have a piece. But anyway, it opens like that. There's the photo. Really, really cool black and white. There's the hair. And anyways, I just love the way the pendant looks. I got to get a nice little chain that I can wear that with. I think it's very unique and very beautiful. I'll probably wear it more like a choker. And then the final thing I got is this little paper mache shoe. Again, this is Victorian. So cool. The style of shoe is definitely Victorian as well. It has this little etched bow. I don't know if you guys could see that. And then it's also a box. So very, very cool. I have some hair in there as well, but I don't want to show you guys. I don't want you to think it's weird or anything like that. But the detail on this is just amazing. The Victorian period is probably one of my favorite time periods. I'm really into the 1920s and 1930s, like I said, as well. So that whole period of time, it changes so much, but it's all equally fabulous and equally really cool and fascinating. So that is it, you guys. I have been spoiled rotten. I spoiled myself. I got spoiled rotten by my bosses. They got me some of the coolest pieces that are in my collection right now. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know the majority of you are not here for this, but I'm trying to cultivate an audience that is here for this as well. I love old things. It's a part of me, and I just really, really enjoy it, as well as makeup and that whole thing. I love glamour. I think that's why I'm attracted to old things as well, because it's all about getting done up. Anyway, I'm ranting now. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this. This is me continuing to build my vintage wardrobe. I have like slim to no clothes that are vintage. Again, like I said, it's hard for me to find my size, but I'm working on it. I ordered a 40s coat that is coming, and it's made from silk, so I don't think it's going to be particularly warm, so I think I can get away with wearing it. But like I said, I'm looking for more pieces. I'm trying to save up to get some nice ones. I will be sharing with you guys along the way. Along the way is mostly going to be jewelry, because that's easier things for me to find in a reasonable price point that are also very old, and also I just love adornment. I just can't get over it. But if you guys like this video, please do give me a big thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any favorite Instagram sellers that sell vintage, do let me know. Or if you just like seeing this and it's nothing that you'd be interested in wearing, but you just think it's really cool, I like that too. So let me know what your favorite piece was in the description box down below. If you don't like these videos, please don't unsubscribe. I'm going to be bringing you guys all sorts of content in the new year. You guys know I like a little bit of everything. I just wanted to share it with you. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all the love and support with all that I do, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!